And if you take a look at any simple equation, if we take the haunted house example, 10 go in, 9 don't make it, they get slowly picked off, when one person escapes. There's 2 variables in that formula that we can affect. The first variable, 10 in this example, is our recruiting efforts. 10 new recruits selected, processed, interviewed to go into the system. The second variable is 9. The normal lost, attrition, retirements, transfers out, you name it, it is a number that reduces our recruiting efforts to yield a sum, which is 1 in this example. And again, it's completely scalable, whether it's 10 minus 9 equals 1 or 100 minus 90 equals 10. It doesn't matter the size of your firm, your company, but the math always seems to work. No matter where I look and which country I look at, it tends to be the same math. Now, as I said before, traditionally, we have focused on the first variable. If we want to grow by 10% more, I often see VPs and presidents, and this is their job, let's bring in 11 this year, as an example. Then we must be able to yield better results at the end. And they're not spending a lot of time focusing on that second variable. That's been traditional thinking. But the math that I like to play with is changing the second variable to yield double the results. 10 go in, still maintaining good quality. Only 8 leave or are terminated from the business through attrition, retirements, etc. But to yield a sum of 2. And a sum of 2 is double 1. And that, I would say, is better math. Now, what if we could impact 10% more agents to stay in our agency based on our recruiting efforts? 10. So 10% of 10 is 1 more. If we could affect 1 more, do we want 1 more at the beginning or 1 more at the first variable or 1 more at the second variable? And I played around with this for years. And I have found that the second variable is actually more powerful. So we can apply that 10% effect at the front door, the recruiting, the selection, the networking, the interviewing, centers of influence, advisor referrals. How do we generate enough people to go into the front door? I don't see as much emphasis being placed on the back door, how they're getting out the back door and not staying in your agencies. So if you take a look at 100 go in a firm size, 90 go, 10 come out. So we've kind of looked at the math of it. We looked at a horror story analogy. Now let's just go with straight numbers. And what I have done is I have increased this number. Let's say 80 is a great strategy. You're reducing it by 10%. But we only lose, traditionally, in the last 7 or 8 years, we are able to retain 70% of our agents every year. So we're only losing 3 to yield a better positive growth.